One of the most daunting things to think about when you're leaving the service is just what you want to do next. What type of sector should you go into? What type of industry? I think coming out of the military, it can be very overwhelming because there are a lot of different opportunities out there. And so finding the one that's right for you, it does take a lot of time and effort. I think the biggest thing you can do is network with people. Talk to people that have already left the military, talk to friends that are in roles, get connected to other people within your network, and really talk to them about their day-to-day, what they do, what skills that you need, and think about the skills that you have and what industry might correlate to those skills. There's a lot of tools out there as well, again, between veteran service organizations or other organizations like 4Block that help veterans transition and think about their next step in their career. And I think overall, you just need to think about what excites you. What is it that you want to do in your next step? You can talk to a lot of different people and you could get a different piece of advice from every single person. So at the end of the day, you can't rely on someone else to tell you what you should do next. You really have to think about, again, after all these conversations you're having with people, which ones excited you? What are the areas that, again, you think you can add value to an organization and you think that you would want to do for your next step in your career? I think one of the things with veterans is a lot of times, we are very open-minded when we get out of the military because there is so much out there, and it's okay to be open-minded. But once you get into that interview process and you're talking to a recruiter or you're talking to an interviewer, then you have to be focused on that particular role and you want to show them that you're committed to that role. This is what you want to do. You don't want them to think that you aren't committed or that you don't know what you want to do. There are those trusted advisors that you can be, more vulnerable and honest with to let them know that you're open and to have those conversations. And then there are people that you really need to make sure that you again, are focused and that you are really advocating for yourself and the skills that you bring to the table. But the biggest piece in all of this is the networking. Make sure that you are building that network, you're connecting with people. LinkedIn is a great tool as well to send messages to people on LinkedIn. And I would say if you're reaching out to people there, always include that message of why you're reaching out to someone, especially if it's someone that you don't know or if someone connected you to them. Being able to provide that context is going to make them more likely to reach out to you and to set up time with you. So it does take a lot of time and effort, and you really have to, again, just search within you of what you really want to do for that next step and what type of a career excites you the most.